him arguing in the comments with people and calling independent artists dummies for having a difference of opinion. Nah. Talking about, have you ever made $1 off of music? Let me know if that's worth my even a conversation. I saw him say that. You can go check the comments of the post that was for Bag Fuel. I can't rock with that. But that's just me. That's the great thing about it. We can all have our own opinions. I put a CD out in 98 on CD Baby and still make a little money off of it. Damn, I feel old. Yup. It's all good. I understand that energy. It's the elitist attitude for me. And my thing is this, Courtney, how many times do we got to see it before we realize, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. If you see these stories that I keep reporting on, where these folks who are in that other industry are telling you what to expect and you don't like it, are you thinking you disagree with all of the points being made? Maybe that's not the place for you. I know it wasn't for me. I can't go in here talking like that. I cannot, as Curtis King, go in these rooms talking like that. I can't. I will be booted out and blackballed so quick. If I'm not already. I can't. But you know what I can do? I can establish everything that I'm doing right now from my home. I'm talking to 180 of you right now. Bananas. But those are my thoughts. Let's get into some more stories. Huh? The loudest in the room is the most insecure. You ain't gotta say it like that. I wasn't gonna call OG insecure or nothing, but I mean, Po Boy said something. Boy said, you know what I'm saying? You ain't talking when he said what he was gonna say what he said. It's so crazy how the outside world can influence us. I've been on both sides, and once you on the outside, you realize all the outside chatter is just chatter. Independence is 100% amazing. You know what's crazy? It's not just artists. It's not even just hip-hop artists that are enjoying this independence. Of course, it's all across the board, but it's also businesses. Think about what happened after the pandemic. Dog, this is not the same economy. This is not the same foundation for businesses, for brick and mortar that it was before the pandemic. When the pandemic happened and the government told people that you cannot go back to work until we tell you can go back to work, people started launching on their side hustles. People started launching on their entrepreneurial thoughts that they had when they were on their lunch break or at their work. And they said, you know what? The government's not going to let me leave. I'm going to figure out this thing on my own. I've seen so many black-owned businesses that got created. Like, specifically, there was one where this lady or this couple created like a club inside of an inflatable, like, let's call it an inflatable house. And it was a club that when you walked in, you couldn't even tell that you were inside of an inflatable building. It was sanitized. It was ready for anybody who wants to be able to enjoy the pandemic and still party. That's the kind of ingenuity that crazy times bring. You got to look up how many businesses get created, how many legendary businesses get created during economic depressions. It's going to blow your mind because they're getting created right now. And I tell you one thing, they didn't listen to nobody telling them this is the worst time to start a business. But who am I? I'm just somebody with a crazy hairline. The best time to be an artist in all in music. This is why learning your music in industry history is what is needed. You know why? You know what's so cool about that? Everything that's happened before is going to happen again. In some shape or form. Independence is a blessing. Can't lie. I was that starry-eyed kid once, but when you see behind the curtain, Oz ain't that powerful. Talk about it!
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Remember the first day you figured out wrestling wasn't real? Remember the first day? What was that first day? You found out wrestling wasn't real. Damn. I remember that day. I was like, stop saying that, Grandpa. It's real. It ain't real. It ain't real. I appreciate you. PX, VBS, I appreciate you, family. Let's get to some more stories. I say we get to some more. My cousin Drew Sidora, she making more appearances and money off a big screen because she's doing smaller movies. That's a version of DIY because Just think about Tubi. How many independent movies are being made on Tubi? Like, fucking look around you. It's the worst time to be independent. There's no such thing as independent. Huh? But yet and still, the contradiction comes when he talks about producers who collaborate and they contributed a snare. But no. The person that did all the work is the one that's the actual producer. They're independent of all those other collaborators, huh? Hey, make it make sense. I haven't seen you in a hat in a good minute. I ain't got a haircut in a good minute either. Many things cease to be cynical in post-capitalism. That snare hit different now. That snare hit different though. There's artists right now turning a 3-year-old album into music movie and putting it on Tubi. I'm just saying, you can listen to them or you can look around you. Either way, I think the truth is right there in front of you. I feel like a conspiracy theorist when I said that. It's right there in front of you. All right, next story, ladies and gentlemen.
DIY.